so far. I didn't hear the last 5 seconds. It cut out.
We're back, Blake.
Awesome catch from Jacob Reeves. Did you see that toe tap? I literally, I gush over this guy. He's so good.
All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Looks like we should be back and ready to rumble now. Solve our internet problems. All right, looks like Zach, number 4, has the disc for Jurassic Pork. He's moving it up with Gabe, number 8. Oh, Gabe's looking in the end zone, doesn't take the shot, gives it
I
to
don't
Ben.
think he would normally take
Ben
that
gives
throw.
a bad hammer to Zach. Unfortunate throw. Swatted down by the other Ben of Insouption. And he moves it up to Luke, number 4 on Insouption. Now he's looking for a, looks like he's looking for somebody to throw to. Ooh, Zach
knew
making
he was,
up
Zach
for his
knew he was
mistake.
looking for the dump.
Oh yeah, he played that real intelligent right there. Made a great play.
I would wait to make the end zone play.
Yeah, they need
Zach needs the handle. Yep.
They really want to score here.
If Ben can make a run and get free, if he,
like
he's got it right now.
Looks like
Nope.
he's
blocking
Zach's,
that throw like perfectly.
Zach taking
That was a
his
good
time.
call, but he was just barely out.
Yep. Just barely had the toes on the line. It was a smart play though. They shouldn't really crowd around him though, because he's new to the game. He's not going to be able to.
Just got in enough to toss things up.
Hey, so that's all it takes for defense, man. Just a fingertip. Sometimes you don't even need a fingertip. You just got to swat at it, and it'll mess
That's
the
what I had
receiver up.
2 for Matt in the second half, where I was just close enough that the same thing happens to me when somebody's just close enough to making the disc fly differently that it just messes with you.
Yep. You
And
think
the ones that suck the
change.
most is when somebody touches it, but the trajectory of the disc doesn't change at all. So like you still could have caught it, but
Yeah.
just the fact that they touched it just completely changes your mindset.
Yep. It's those are the worst, but sometimes that's the best defense that you can play.
Yeah. I
Just
mean, that's what
enough
we
of
used
a
to do in
touch.
flag. It was just if you can't see the ball, just put your hands up.
Because every little bit helps. All right. Gabe has the disc, dumping it back to Ben, number 2 on Jurassic Pork, swinging it over
That was
to
a good
Gabe.
stop. He could have
That was
to let it
Jonah,
fly like
yeah,
that.
Jonah, number 5, could have intercepted that, but decided to hold off and let Gabe take it. Ben looking to move it up to
He's
Zach.
got
They're really
no
trying
runner
to
for that corner, and now it's blocked.
Yep, they're really trying to work that corner there. And those Zach has good throws in the corner,
Yep.
as evidenced by Gabe with a nice scooting score.
He squeaks even when he doesn't slide. He's always squeaking.
Oh, that's Gabe for you. That's
Literally,
a signature move.
The whole last game, making those cuts, trying to beat Patterson, I was just squeak, squeak, squeak.
Oh yeah, it's you got to have good shoes and strong feet to take
Got
on
those
some of these
blisters
players here.
afterwards. That's why I like the soccer shoes. You have a lot of movement control, but even then, like
Not a
he
lot of
caught,
support
he caught my
either.
momentum every now and then, where I just was biting a little too hard.
Yep. All right. Reish with the disc in the corner.
Nice hard defense to keep him from.
He's going to
going,
throw it up
and
to
it's
Jake
out deep.
to Jake
The
Berry.
problem with that is it's so hard to cover that as a defender.
Especially when the guy's bigger than you.
But if you don't know where, you can't find the disc. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if your team doesn't tell you that they threw the disc, it's really hard to turn your head around and try and find it.
Yeah, because I had that same one with Patterson where I'm like backpedaling trying to find the trajectory of the disc, but when you're not running with it, it makes it so much more difficult to follow it.
You got to have a good throw for those.
Black point away, 5-3 now.
We'll see, though. Looks like both teams are getting some sit time in for their players. Now I'm playing some of the other players who didn't see as much action in the first half, so
now
always nice to see that.
Is what's his name, Ethan, on Black's bench?
Matt?
Has he
Matt?
been in yet? Is he playing?
It doesn't look like he's playing.
Okay.
I wonder if he's
Injured
injured
and
or I
'cause
mean, I'm sure he's
I haven't
not
seen him on
sick.
the
He
court yet.
probably wouldn't have shown up if he was, but
He definitely should not be coming if he's sick.
yeah, no, I don't. Thankfully we've had everybody play it smart, and everybody who's felt sick has stayed home, and we've avoided.
We get a decent bit of sunlight in here too, which is good.
Yeah, it's nice. Not as good for the video though.
Yeah.
It kind of puts
Or,
white
like,
splotches on the ground.
When you're working your way back this way, and you got the backlight of the,
Yeah,
it
and
can catch the disc
can
every now and then.
lose
which can make it
the
difficult.
white disc and the white
Yeah.
glare.
You ought to just start using a black disc.
Yeah. You get Brookside Ultimate official.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of neat. Maybe something we should
Have
look
a
into.
like alternate disc.
Team
going
colored
in the dark.
discs.
Yeah.
Well, we get team colored.
And whoever
discs.
wins the throw off gets to ask or gets
gets
to
to use their disc.
decide which disc we use.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll look at that.
I think the glove is messing Bailey up. I don't know. I haven't seen him catch that much.
I know his team hasn't needed him to at this point so far.
It's true. To be up 2 points, and they haven't utilized him a whole lot because they haven't really had to. They've been utilizing Reach a lot.
Yeah,
though.
they've been, and you can see now they put
Did
Ben
he
on
throw it
Reach.
between his legs, or what just happened?
I don't know what happened, but it was obviously not the ideal situation for Insouption there. Oh,
And a beautiful throw straight to the corner to get the buzzer beater for the half, bringing it to a 1-point game at the half.
what an incredible throw right before halftime. Buzzer beater into the corner.
Especially compared to last game. This is such a low-scoring game.
That's exactly. Oh, that point will. I'm sure that point will be a big deal come the second half if Jurassic Pork
I
wants
see
any
this team
chance.
definitely stepping up at half, and I see Insouption slowing down.
They're both good second half teams though that I've watched. They neither one really seems to fall apart in the second half. They both tend to play through.
What does Gabe doing? Yeah, this is going to be an interesting second half for sure. I know that definitely Jurassic Pork is going to have a way rougher time when it comes to getting their sit times in. But it seems that they've been managing it pretty well. Caller. No, we know. Tap it. Use your passcode. No. No, caller.
Looks like we're having some.
And already.
Looks like we're having some technical difficulties with the camera here. Not ideal, but we'll work through it. That's why we got the broadcast, right? So now we're looking at a tie game. All right, Jurassic Pork is throwing off to Insouption. Let's see if they can take back the lead that they've had for really the whole game until just a couple seconds ago. Carson with the disc, sitting on his back line. Bailey with the disc. Didn't really move it forward, but switching over. So
long
deep throw to
Reach,
Jacob Reach. Too high, hits the ceiling. Not the ceiling, hits high up on the back wall. And now Jurassic Pork is moving the disc again. Ben with it at.
If Jurassic Pork scores here, it'll be the first time this game that they've been ahead.
Yep, they could take the lead.
But they're definitely going to have to capitalize on the fact that Insouption is coming out kind of weak on defense right now.
They are. They're not playing with the same ferocity they were playing with.
Good dump.
Earlier. Let's see, Ben's shoe
He lost his shoe. This guy.
All right, swinging it back to Sam. Sam's looking to throw it to
Good
Connor.
dump to center.
Looks like Insouption may be getting tired.
Yeah, I don't know.
Their
They're kind of
defense is
sleeping.
slacking off. Good help defense.
I'm assuming that as soon as Jake Berry gets his sit time, he's coming right back in, try and close out this game.
Oh,
He's
I'm sure.
Probably their only last sit.
See, Sam looking into the end zone, didn't like what he saw, swings it back out to Connor. Connor swings it over to the other Connor. Then back to Sam. Now he's looking into the end zone again. Ooh, he had a throw he liked, but there were too many bodies in the way. Too many bodies in the way. Swinging it out to Ben. Don't like what they see. Figure they'll back up, try again. Oh,
awesome throw.
A bullet in the corner to Sam.
Pull forward for the lead the first time this game. Coming out hot during the second half,
right.
3 minutes in.
Jurassic Pork now leads 6-5. Change of direction. And that last point that Sam threw to Ben at the end of the second half, that buzzer beater, it's coming back on Insouption now.
Definitely ought to put a brace on this.
Yep. Ooh, Ben rushing to check his times. Looks like he's making a sub. Jake for Jake. And
Jacob Reach subbing in for Jake Berry.
We get a buzzer, and we'll start play again with Insouption having the disc on their goal
Looks
line.
like they're coming out hot on O to try and get back in the lead here, or at least square it up.
Moving it up to Bailey. Looks like Bailey's gonna. Well, he's holding it for a while.
He's looking for
He's
something
had
long, but he doesn't want it.
He's had some opportunities. Maybe he's waiting to try and get
with no
Jake
count,
Berry
he was willing to wait.
There it is. That was a nice throw to him. Keeps Ben away from it.
He's going to want to center it. Yep.
Like
there
Bailey
it is.
with the disc now, looking into the end zone.
Sam covering well on the zone.
Yep. Real good help defense. Ooh,
yep.
That's
Speaking
like
of Sam covering well on the zone, that's his third or fourth interception there.
He's been a stout defender for them here. Very important. Very important. See, Connor Hemminger up
I'm a
to
stout
Ben.
guy myself too. I'm not. Those IPAs not my favorite.
Oh yeah,
I'm kind of a Guinness guy.
Ben with the disc at half court.
The unnecessary jump, making him look cooler than he needs to, and awesome
and
throw
Sam
and
with
catch.
an incredible
That
catch
was
on it.
awesome.
Phenomenal throw from Sam.
Perfect play, taking them 2 ahead.
Jurassic
pulling away.
Jurassic Pork now leads 7-5.
Insouption timeout. Ben is needing to figure out what's going on that they're pulling away now.
It's an awful long time out there. I think they're supposed to be 90 seconds, 2 minutes, but we work past those. It's sometimes we need an extra rest, I suppose.
You need an extra couple of seconds. Mm-hmm. Did you get a perm? Okay, good. I would have to beat you up if you got a perm.
No. All right, minute half left in the timeout. Looks like both teams are pretty tired. They're all sitting on their benches. This has been an entertaining game for sure. Be curious to see if Insouption can come out with the same same fire that Jurassic
It's just
Pork
been
has
back
come
and
out
forth
with.
the whole time. This is really like this. What Insouption was ahead most of the time, but Jurassic Park was responding. But now that they're pulling ahead, I don't know if I see Insouption coming back. But they have the talent on that team to pull it back
the
in.
talent
But
to
they're
make
gonna
it
have to
happen.
bring it.
They've been Jurassic Porpoise. They stopped. They've gotten back onto their game, making smart throws, not doing anything risky, and it's been working for them. Whereas Insouption, before they were taking advantage of the Jurassic Pork's slow start where they were making mistakes and dropping discs.
Yep.
And now that Jurassic Pork is playing at their higher level, the Insouption isn't responding. They're not adapting to change to that, because most of their turnovers, they haven't been from bad throws or
No, I mean,
bad read. I guess
most of the
you could say
turnovers
bad
have been
reads.
interceptions
Um,
or good defense.
Yeah,
and
Jurassic Pork has been making plays on defense, and Insouption has the talent to
the
win
biggest
some
problem
jump
right
balls
now.
and 50-50s, but they're just not doing it.
The biggest problem right now is, yes, 100% the 50-50s, but also they have been playing pretty lax on defense this second half. I mean,
Yeah.
you could start to see it in the first half. They're playing back, but they don't really need to. They have the speed and the talent, but
yeah,
they're
they
playing
can.
off like they're slow, but they're not slow.
They can play this team really, really tight and aggressive up front and try and make them go deep, and because that's where Jurassic Pork was messing up. You know, Gabe had a couple deep drops. I think Sam had one.
Yep.
They had some miscommunications on
And
throws.
then they're not taking advantage of that once they get the disc back.
Yep, and now that Jurassic Pork is they're not taking those risks anymore. Insouption isn't trying to cause mistakes. They're just kind of sitting back and letting them
Ben's
whittle
looking like he
their
wants to come
defense
out
around.
hot, but we'll see what the rest of the team does.
See, they're coming
Working
out
it
pretty
up
good.
pretty quick.
Already at half court. Carson's
Carell's
looking.
wide open. Did not see
Carson
him
didn't
early
like it
enough.
though. Dumps it back down to Bailey. Bailey's looking. He's looking at Luke in the middle of the court.
He's going to want the
Poaching.
dump for sure, but they're playing nice and tight to kind of block that off.
They are. They're making it
Yep.
difficult. Oh,
So
he's
they
got
need to clear
Ben.
out like that.
Nice. He finds Ben. Ben's looking to the right corner. Doesn't like what he sees.
He had it.
He did. He did.
Without the extra defender, if there was another defender there, I wouldn't have thrown it. But with only one defender,
He could have. He
make that
probably
throw,
could have
you
made
know?
that throw up. And I think they're trying to play it safe though. Only down 2. Oh,
an unfortunate drop.
That drop hurts.
You know, sometimes you're moving towards the wall. You just got to take the drop instead of breaking your face.
Yep. It's got to play it safe sometimes. It's recreational league here, not here to win any major trophies. All right, Zach with the disc approaching Insouption's goal line. He's looking into the end zone. He likes to throw real quick, fire it in there. Oh, he tried, and Bailey saw it coming and swats
Awesome
it right
block.
out of his hand. All right. Oh,
And
Sam with
beautiful
another interception.
That's his fifth. I believe that's his fifth interception of the game.
Absolutely incredible. You don't get this kind of defense from
Giving
Sam
Zach
every
a
game.
second chance. Let's see if he can take advantage
No,
of
he's
it.
going to let Sam try it. Sam's looking. Oh, he
And a
throws
floater
it. Oh,
almost
what a
had it, but the
deflection from
defense
Luke.
was there.
It's those long arms. It's hard to throw around them.
Just needed a little bit more weight behind it, and he would have had it.
Yeah, 16 minutes left in the second half here. It's 5-7 still. Jurassic Pork leads. Bailey with the disc, looking down court. He has
wide
Carson wide
open
open.
throw.
They probably could have got it into the end zone there, but they're playing it smart. Ooh,
Carell-
he had Ben
Carell
Carell
had the
wide
run,
open in the corner.
But he wasn't there looking for it, and there it
Ooh,
is.
But he got it on a kind of
Closing the
wonky
gap
throw.
again, looking at a 1-point gap again.
All right, it's a 1-point game again. 6-7. Jurassic Pork up by 1.
Yeah, I don't know. Now that gap's closed again, I don't see it staying. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that they're just gonna keep
It's probably going to come down to the wire.
trade and reply. I wouldn't be surprised if this game went into overtime.
I hope not. I want to warm up before my game. It's Sam with the disc on their own goal line. He's moving it up to
And
Zach
they're
at half
taking
court.
advantage of the lax defense here.
They are.
Taking
Insouption-
50% of the court
Insouption
in
didn't
the first
even
10 seconds of the throw-off. They didn't even play defense.
Insouption didn't even cross the half court line
Yeah.
before Jurassic Pork had worked it up. They're just letting them win half the battle right off the bat. Now they're
The
already
dump,
looking
now
in
they
the
need to get a
in the
handler
end
on
zone.
the disc.
Gabe's looking. Oh, he swings it over to Sam. Now Sam's looking. Doesn't like what he's got. Swings it out to Zach again.
And an
Zach throws
awesome
it to Connor
run.
Heminger. Beautiful toss, beautiful catch.
Pulling that gap ahead
Jurassic-
again, a 2-point game.
Jurassic Pork back on top by 2.
If they don't start
6-8.
playing more aggressive on the throw-off, they're not going to bring this game back.
This is it's a good game for sure. I wish our camera was working, but I'm gonna have to look into that after this game is over and try and fix it.
Are we having camera problems?
Yep. And we had internet problems in the first half. Got camera problems in the second half. It's not the best first attempt at announcing
awesome
a frisbee
catch
game.
up against the wall to use his body to shield himself.
Oh,
The look was there, but the man wasn't.
I'm not
that's
sure
a
really
good
where that
idea,
throw was
but
going to. I don't know if
he
he
had the
expected
extra
Luke
time.
or
It wasn't like he was
Barry.
full counted.
Well, and he had Luke and Jake Barry pretty open. Oh, Bailey with a nice swat down on Zach there. Takes the disc back, and Jake Barry scores, although
I'm gonna have
a
to say
travel
that
might
was
be
not a
called.
travel.
I didn't think it was either. Zach does
from
not
my point
like
of view,
the call.
I think that was not a travel.
Zach does not like the call, but
He didn't
the
contest
point
it?
stands. Well, Zach can't contest it because he's not a captain or
Yeah.
co-captain, unfortunately for him. But seems everybody else thought it wasn't. Maybe he saw something we couldn't. But 7-8 now. Insouption down by 1. 13 minutes left in the second half.
Finally
Sam
playing
with the
tight
disc.
off the throw, trying
are.
to get
They're-
down there. Not as tight as they need to be, but definitely an improvement from the last throw off.
They got a little bit of fire under
1-point
them
game
now.
Again.
Connor with the disc just past half court, swings it back to Sam at half court. Now to Zach at half court. He's looking into the end zone, maybe going to go for a throw. Oh, he throws it to Gabe way
It
too
was a
far
good
though.
look, but Gabe wasn't expecting the throw, and the run was
No,
not there.
he let him a little too much
Yeah.
out of his reach, and now Insouption is churning again, looking to tie it up
Really
at
looking for the
8-8.
long throw, but I don't think any of the handlers on the court right now are willing to make that throw. Maybe Reish,
No,
maybe
Barry
Jake, but
Barry
I'm not
might
sure.
try it.
And there it goes.
Oh, there he
Barry
goes.
makes
He
the
goes
throw.
for it.
Perfect.
And Bailey in the end zone to tie it up,
It's all
8-8.
squared up with 12 minutes left in the game.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Jurassic Pork making 3-person change.
Wow. Looks like Bree, Ben, and Zach are coming in, and Connor, and Jonah are going out.
Taking their sit time.
All right. And Insouption still staying with the same lineup.
Oren with a little bit of pep in his step, trying to get the disc up before they get back onto defense. He understands the game, and he's trying to play it well to take that
Yes.
advantage where the defense not there.
All right. Looks like Reish is going to let Zach.
Shevroll wide open,
Ooh.
but there's too many defenders between him and the disc for that to be a good.
It was a good run, but sometimes you can't throw those because there's
He's going to have to go and pull his defender out now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta keep moving around. Sam
Zach
with the disc at
cutback
half
for the
court.
disc. Bailey covering. Gets
Oh,
it anyways.
Yep, gives it to Zach.
Gives it back
Zach
to
swings
Sam.
it up to Sam again. Over to Zach in the center of the court.
Gabe Shevroll looking in the end zone.
Yep.
Dumps
Sam
it
at the
off.
free throw line, looking to throw into the end zone. Doesn't like what he sees. Looks like he's going to give it to Gabe, maybe Ben. Oh, Ben going into the end zone now. Sam with the disc again at the free throw line,
End zone
looking
is
to
just
throw
so
in.
crowded right now.
It is. They're
They're not rotating well enough.
no.
There's an opportunity now for Sam to make the run.
Yep.
Is he
Zach
gonna
has
take
the
it?
disc. We know he loves to hit Sam in the end zone. Gabe with the disc now. Looks like he swings it over
Good
to
covering
Ben.
the dump there,
Yep.
keeping them from being comfortable.
See, this could work in the favor of Jurassic Pork, though. All this
They're being
circulating
awfully
tire them in
patient
and out.
with 2 minutes just on this possession.
They are. That's this team's strength. They wear you down. You have to play really aggressive on those handlers making cutbacks. Otherwise, they'll just keep throwing it back and forth till they
I
get
think
an
the
open
biggest
throw.
problem right now is that they're patient, but they are definitely tired. You can see it in their eyes. And a
Oh,
beautiful
Ben
throw
with
in between 2 defenders
with a
to
with a
take
nice
it to a
catch.
1-point game again.
All right, 9-8. Jurassic Pork is up by 1 again. Just under 10 minutes left in the second half. All right, we got a game
Looks
on.
like they're making a change. Ben Correll taking a seat.
Carson going in. All right. All right, 9:20 left in the game. Looks like we'll be getting a throw off here soon. There's the
now
buzz.
Watch
Sam
how
throws
Red
it off.
responds to this.
See, they're not hurrying down
slow
on
that,
defense
and
either.
Black just took advantage, taking half the court within the first couple of seconds of that throw off. And
I think
much
both
as-
teams are tired.
as
getting
much
lazy.
as you see them taking the advantage, they'll take the advantage, but then they're not stopping it for the other team.
Yep.
I think they'd recognize that they need to stop that half-court run in the very beginning of the throw-off.
I think both teams are getting tired here.
I would have to
Just
agree.
under 9 minutes left.
Especially
they played
Insouption
hard.
having
Oh,
one
Bailey
sub.
with an uncharacteristic drop. Gabe with the disc at half court. Swings it up to Ben.
No defense. Zach not making a run. If he was there, that was a
Oh,
touchdown.
Gabe wide open in the end zone. Ben
There
gives
it
him an
is.
easy
Bringing
flick.
it to a 2-point game.
Back-
8:30 left.
Back to a 2-point lead. Yep. Would you look at that?
They're just taking advantage of every little mistake.
They are. They're playing really smart.
That's an unfortunate drop, but it definitely looked like Bailey had.
Looked
the
like it went
disc
in and out of his
tipped up.
hands.
You know what I mean? Like it just was a weird throw.
Yeah, one of
Some of
those where it
those-
was the defender. He maybe thought the defender was going to get a touch on it, and he didn't.
Yep. If he takes a
And,
glove off, maybe he'll get the next one.
Yeah, it's a football glove, not a frisbee glove. That's the issue.
Exactly. He has to go buy a frisbee glove.
Uh-huh. They make those, believe it or not. All right, Ben Carroll with the disc for Insouption. Oh, now Jacob Reese swings it over at half court. He's looking to move it up. Gives it to Ben, still at half court. Oh, throws it to Jake Berry. Oh, Jake Berry with a catch he probably should have had. He made a really nice move on it and just couldn't come down with the disc. Now Ben with the disc, just past their own goal line, swinging it over to Zach, trying to work it up closer to half court. Looks like they're going to get it to half court with Zach giving a nice up to Ben. Ben swinging it back to Zach behind half court. Now they're moving backwards. And Gabe with the disc past half court. Sam with the disc now looking to throw into the end zone. It's to Ben, and he scores for a 3-point lead now for Jurassic Pork.
They're pulling away here in the last couple of minutes.
They are. They really are. Looks like another timeout was called.
I think Ben Corral just used his second timeout of the game.
Probably his team's tired. They need something to rally behind. So
They
probably a
definitely
good
need to
call.
recoup there.
Yeah.
Gabe Chevrolet looking like he's going to leave, considering he's carrying his car keys.
Maybe it just soothes him.
Yeah.
Sound of jingling keys.
Oh, nope. Returning the keys to his desk. It looks like he's
Oh,
staying for the
boy.
rest of the game.
What a development. Could this game not get any more dramatic? All right, Connor giving high fives to his whole team.
As he awkwardly jogs around, he has to speed up for the high five.
He does. Make it more impactful. Meanwhile, Insouption they look kind of dead. They look a little bit defeated there. I don't think anybody on their team has tried to rally them here. They look like the wind was taken out of their
definitely is
sails.
lacking with that. I mean, he needs to take advantage of this timeout and get his team back on the same page. I mean, with 7 minutes left and you're down 3,
You have time.
You don't have the advantage of taking a lackadaisical timeout.
Looks like he's talking to some of his players now, hopefully giving them some encouragement, fire them up a little bit.
Yeah, Bailey just completely out of the whole squad, not even anywhere close.
Yep.
But they're ready. This team's ready.
Jurassic
right here.
Pork is already
Ben's
lined
ready.
up. There's 30.
He knows what's up.
There's 30 seconds left in the timeout, and Jurassic Pork is waiting to throw the disc off already. They're ready to get back to work here.
They're ready to win this game,
Exactly.
and I
They
think
wanna-
that if I was to make my prediction right now, that Jurassic Pork is going to probably win this game by at least 2 points.
I think they are too. I think they're probably going to keep pulling ahead here. Unless Insouption gets something to fire them up, they're playing like they've already lost, even though they're in a position to potentially make a comeback. Like they've done it. They did
We'll
it
see
just a
how
little bit ago.
I think we'll know a lot from this throw-off.
I think we will too. Let's see. All right, we got to get some non-players off the court here that were goofing around while the timeout was underway.
7:05 left in the second half.
Not sure
I
why the
believe
clock
Ben
is
Corral
stopped.
has no more timeouts too.
Oh,
so
that's
he's gonna have
because
to
the
play through the
timeout was
rest of the
called. That's
game.
why the clock is stopped. Now it's going. All right.
Red coming in a little slow on the defense, but Black not in a huge hurry to get it out from their own touchdown.
Either they're tired, they're confident that they don't need to get it up there quick. Ben Carell with the disc, still on their own half.
Hoping
Bailey
that
now.
they do not have some misplaced confidence, because I'd like to see this game get closer, but
I would for
and the disc long, short.
Oh, right to Connor Heminger. It was a
those mistakes are going to cost them the
Yeah.
game, and
it could have been a
now-
good read, but the throw just wasn't where it
Yeah.
needed to be for that.
I
Connor,
mean, if Red scores right here, they have the game, I believe.
they should. If Red just has to play it smart from here on out. Jurassic Pork is in control of this game, and they just need to keep playing their game, take their time, swing it deep, because Insouption. Oh, there's
interesting
Bailey with an
interception and
interception. Yep.
Looking for the end zone. If
Yeah,
they can
still
get some morale here by catching a score, then that could change the game as well.
just over 6 minutes left in the game.
A good dump to the center.
Jurassic Pork still leads 11-8, but Insouption is trying to come crawling back. They're looking into the end zone to make it a 2-point game here. Jacob Reich with the disc. He throws it too far for Ben Carell.
Just too far.
It's unfortunate for him.
It was a great read, but the disc
It was. He
just
was open.
just a foot too far in front of him to
It's,
be able to make that catch.
real disheartening. Sam with a Ben and Sam with a give and go. Probably should have been called a travel. But it's okay. Can't make every call.
Apparently that was not it. I didn't see the
I can't see the
Subsequent
line
catch.
from here. It's a little bit far away.
Bailey almost with another interception.
Yeah.
Not quite. He needs to get back on
not
defense
quite.
if he's going to hold him out, because Zach is
He
looking
does.
to
I
make
think
a
he's
throw, I
trying to
believe.
bait
Nope,
him to
he's
throw it to Zach.
intending
But
to handle.
oh,
And
and
a
he baits
great
him into
read
it,
into
yeah.
the corner for him to be sneaking back there, but
Zach rifled
too
that
high.
too. That was not easy to see coming.
I think that Bailey got a small deflection on it, though, because it did start to wobble there after the
Yeah.
throw.
All right, Carson with the disc on his own half for Insouption, looking to throw it to Bailey.
trying to-
Oh, Bailey's looking end zone. He's going to take it. It's too low. Hits the ground.
A
Zach
poor
has the disc
throw,
for
and
Jurassic Pork. If
Jurassic
Insouption
Pork
could,
is
they're
they're giving them this game because every time they run the clock down and don't make a score, they're just
make it
giving
harder
them less
and harder.
less time for a comeback here.
Yep.
With 4.5 minutes on the clock and you're down by 3, you can't keep making those same mistakes. You got to start making it into the end zone.
They've gotten the 2 turnovers they need. They haven't
that makes
capitalized.
It a 4-point game. I'm going to say it now that I can tell you who's going to be the winner of this game.
And Connor DeFord scores for Jurassic Pork to make it a
Now I
4-point
think
game,
it's
8-12.
only a question of whether or not Jurassic Pork will reach 15.
And,
I'm
yeah, it all
not
comes
sure
down
that
to
they will,
point
but we'll
differential
see.
for the standings. They're in a battle right now. The number 1 seed, who they are tied with in the standings. They are tied point differential coming into this week, and Jurassic Pork could really use that point differential gain over them.
If they win the point differential, they'll be moved to the first
They lost to Frying Nemo, the number 1 team, earlier in the season,
Yeah.
but they might play them the last week of regular season, which if they win that game, the head-to-head series would be tied,
awesome
and then it would
block
go
by
to point
Sam Orange,
differential.
who has just been on fire on defense today.
He has. We haven't seen him in the end zone as much as we usually do, but on defense, he's come in clutch multiple times, and he throws it to Zach for a nice score with just over 3 minutes left in the game.
We're going to get a 15 here. I would
So now-
definitely have to say that Sam Oren is the MVP of the game for sure. Has
Yes,
been
he is.
the deciding factor on more plays than anybody else on the court
He's,
right now.
He's given his team opportunities to score on defense time and time again this game. Let's see, just under 3 minutes left in the game. 13-8, Jurassic Pork leads.
Definitely a little demoralized here when Insouption, but they need to play hard to fight for that point differential for themselves as well.
They are in a 2 or 3 way tie with 1 or 2 other teams. For the 5 seed, and right now they have point differential over those teams. It's been frozen the whole time. The camera is still frozen. Carson with the disc now for Insouption on Jurassic Pork's half of the court. He swings it over to Ben. Ben's looking into the
They're
corner.
gonna have to make this. Yep.
Jake Berry was wide open, but he missed the throw. The throw
If
just wasn't
if
there.
the throw was there, yeah.
That's been the story of this game.
And
Insouption has had these opportunities,
Jurassic
but
Pork working the disc quickly and taking
They are.
advantage of the time that they have,
well,
giving
they
themselves 2 minutes to put this into a 50-point
another
game.
score.
And it's looking more and more like it's going to happen. With 2 minutes on the clock, I think that they'll end up making it a 15-point game and closing it out.
I think you might be right. It's now 8-14. 8-14 with a minute 50 left.
And it's a hard game to come out in the first half and play so well, and to allow them to pull away like that is just tough.
It is. You don't. Normally they play a better second half. I think it's Jurassic Pork cleaned up their game a lot from the first half. You don't see them making the same mistakes. And then when they did make mistakes,
the plays on defense have just been so incredible to give themselves more opportunities that when they do make the mistakes, they're able to come back on defense and give themselves the disc back.
They've been making up for it very well. Jacob Reich for Insouption with the disc close to half court.
A large problem with Insouption's game today is the lack of leadership. There hasn't been a whole lot of morale boosting going on. When you're down like that and it's such a close game, you got to keep your team in it, and I haven't seen that from the captain.
Yeah, you gotta, and somebody's got to step up and make that play to relight that fire under your team.
And even then, call a timeout, get your team back in it. You know, they need that encouragement to keep the game.
They do, I think.
Fire.
And that's a 15-point. That'll be the end of the game. 15-8. Jurassic Pork wins.
Yeah, and we were talking about before the second half that both these teams have been performing pretty well in the second half, but Insouption there has just collapsed on defense and was demoralized and allowed those mistakes to pile up. And the result is an 8-15.
That it is. All right, well, see if we can get this camera working again. Probably have to end the stream for it, but the next game in a couple minutes here will be against the number 3 seed Space Jam and the number 7 seed the Codfather.